It's time for high school basketball. It's the Dowling Catholic Maroons Jaguars tonight. Centennial on the north side. Dowling Catholic Maroons, who have come off just an incredible
cast, and that's what Dowling is right up there. Final Saturday night at the end of the season. So this is
number one City High in 5A.
That they hit their shots that were open. They defend them very well, but just really finding that formula. Points in a row for the Jaguars that night. So they certainly have the capabilities, but still waiting for, like I said, waiting for it all to come together and make it work.
All right, we're going to step away. Crowd's filing in. Glad you've made a part of your Friday evening with us. This is high school basketball on CISN.TV.
Central Bank, proud to be a long-standing Iowa tradition.
Johnston, those two teams have split their regular season. Johnston winning.
5'8" forward, junior, number 2. The Maroons, 5'11" senior, number 11, Caitlin Clark. And for the Jaguars, a 5'8" guard, senior, number 5, Taylor Runching.
Fireplace Superstore. Fireplace in perfect retrofit. That old wood burning.
Centennial tonight, and saying really hit your shots. That's what they're going to have to do, and take advantage every opportunity they get to get that rebound, grab it. Have an opportunity to create some more chances on the offensive end by what she's done on defense, and right on top of that, but just no time for any momentum because Caitlin Clark quickly back the other way.
Clark 5, Centennial 2. Driving, fouled. I think Tong is going to be whistled there. As
into some foul trouble. That could help kind of negate the height advantage that Dowling has in the
turnaround.
Gave a wide open lane for Clark to
with Emma Gipple.
Who knows it's not about the
Number 15.
Ankeny Centennial with a. Here come the Jack.
And Clark's always been a good passer.
Yes.
Always has been. And this year with her teammates finishing, bought her a great angle for the entry pass, but not able to finish. Good defense by Gaber.
Pippett comes back in, and the Jags come away with it with Strom. She had to hesitate and go for a moment.
Just a little bit late, right? She saw the behind. Beat Clark.
Third, I missed her second.
Her and Tong has 2 right now. Still.
Ooh, Strom thought about it.
Yeah, she's not going to take too many of those shots.
Oh, Burns on the cut, the floater, too hard.
Good box out. You know, Nia Tong, the box out, created a great lane for. Really thought the.
4 seconds left in the half. 3 seconds, 2.
Centennial quite a bit. And, you know, Dowling, those are shots that Caitlin Clark has hit in the past. So if you're watching the game and seeing her for the first time, she's forcing these shots. No, these are the shots that have made Caitlin Clark the player that she is.
Be back after this.
Tonight they will be performing their Nationals kit routine.
To buy new Fords during the final 19 model year closeout at Schottenkirk Ford is going on now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. New 2020 Silverado.
And of course I haven't seen them since, so I'm not sure what the struggles have been for them, but it'll be an interesting matchup.
All right. What else you got on the site this week, Dan?
Oh, well, the usual. Let's see, we got bowling, swimming, you know. I did have an interesting conversation today with, a week ago I had Ben Sampson on the podcast. Well, today I talked to his younger brother, JT, who actually played college baseball for that junior college coach who was in that helicopter crash with Kobe. So I'll have a story up on that in a couple days. That was an interesting conversation.
And that'll be at AnkenyFanatic.com. Dan Holm, thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.
Good to see you. We'll take a break. Dowling leads 24-20. The team's about to head onto the court. Second half in a moment.
Central Bank, proud to be a long-standing Iowa tradition. Founded in 1887 in Storm Lake, we've grown over the years from that one location to a bank serving northwest and central Iowa, employing more than 200 people in the region. Being here and being from here, it makes Central Bankers unique in the banking world. Decisions are made here. Investments of our time and resources are made here. For us, banking is still about people. Our reverence for community and hard work speaks to a proud Iowa heritage. Our passion for small business to bold new directions forward for our bank and the Iowans we serve. Thank you for your support of Central Bank. Let's keep it going. Let's plan together. Let's execute for Iowa's small business, agricultural, and individual banking customers. Make it happen.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying this, it pays to look for the seal. See for yourself.
That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're to providing you energy.
Get her. Clark now with 16.
Yeah, just creating, we've seen that a couple times tonight on runouts. Caitlin Clark able to get just easy layups, but the pass takes so long to get as far as it went. And Clark shoots out of a cannon to get there.
Pippett catches and releases for two.
Jackie Pippett, I said in the first half that she needed to take that extra dribble. She's proven me wrong right now. She's got such long steps that she can cover a lot of ground.
Well, and you're trying to get Tong into foul trouble. You talked about that. Clark creates. Short. Tong off of her hands. It'll go back to Centennial.
As they come in, Meg Burns does a great job as Clark comes in. Meg Burns stays straight up. It doesn't violate that principle of verticality and gets belly to belly with her and creates a very tough shot for Clark.
Clark a little frustrated, talking with Coach Meyer as they were going down. Murray, one too many passes. She probably should have just taken it again in that trying to be friendly. Three in, way ahead of the offensive series.
Clark has not let her offensive touches affect her defense today. She's been outstanding on the defensive side of the floor and then making it happen underneath. You know, Caitlin Clark finds so many ways to score her baskets.
Clark now with 4.
Dowling Catholic takes a 30-second timeout.
In this half, she has all their 4.
Is she up to 20 yet?
She has 18.
We mentioned that the best formula for Dowling is when Caitlin Clark can score about half their points, and tonight it's had to be way too much of the Caitlin Clark show for them. And there's been some shots for the other gals, but just not consistently getting them to fall. Of course, that has a lot to do. The Centennial defense is always so tough to go against.
Dowling 28, Centennial 25. 4-point lead for the Maroons at half.
I think as they go with this lineup right now, they try to keep Caitlin Clark away from the basketball a little bit more and change it up in the post and let Lexi Bowles defend the post. And Clark just continues to get steal after steal. Those long passes are telegraphed.
She goes behind the back and one. She just sets the ball down after the play. She created all of that, Andy.
She did, and turnovers have been an issue all season long for Centennial right now, and as they try to change it up and make Clark defend away from the basketball, she's making them pay because she can see the pass coming from a long ways away. And what is that, 3 steals in a row right now for Caitlin Clark?
And the Jaguars will take a full timeout, as will we, back after this. We're not even on, right? No, but we're practicing, doesn't matter.
All right.
Clark converts on the free throw. She now has 21. 31-25, and there's a foul underneath on the Maroons as Cleo Murray takes it to the basket. And they're going to get Bowles for the foul there on that play.
Team first at the line shooting 2, Cleo Murray.
Murray's free throw no good. Five-point advantage. Clark drives, shoots, scores. Now at 23. Back to a 7-point advantage.
It's been all Caitlin Clark in this third quarter.
Murray for Burns. Pippett. Murray nearly has it stolen away.
There's no attacking right now on offense.
This looks a lot like what we saw in the second quarter for an offense. Murray is fouled before the shot. They're going to whistle Julia Moore for the foul.
Her first, team second. Substitution for the Maroons, number 15, Meg Simplot, and for the Jags, number 14, Ellen Street.
Robin converts. Catches on the rebound. Clark corrals.
I think Bowles got a hand on that.
We're up, limited, but we're up.
In the corner, three, no good by.
Around, Dowling not able to quite pull away like they have been in some other games this year.
And we're going to have a foul underneath. I think it's going to be Gaber. It is.
Again, battling Bella Robin down low. And Bella has created more away from the basket tonight. I mean, she's had a couple opportunities, but created a lot more away from the basket, or away from the ball, excuse me.
Finally gets it into Strom. Burns, crossover, no good. Simplot, the rebound, loose ball. We're going to have a jump ball. It'll stay with the Jaguars. After those two quick timeouts, the first timeout didn't stick. The second one appears to have stuck now. The Jags have kind of made a little change. They go across the way, Strom. Or that's Bellin. Or if I mix Bella and Robin together, it becomes Bellin. Burns. Runchie. Falls to the ground, and then she's going to be called for the travel.
She ran into her own player coming around. A lot of contact. I'm not sure she realized it right away, but absolutely taken out. Bella Robin was setting a screen for her and takes her out of the basketball game.
Clark goes back to Gaber. Moore to a cutting Lexi Bowles for two.
Yeah, great look from Moore. Bowles slides in from that elbow. Kind of brought the defense out, extended them out more, and Bowles able to sneak behind everybody.
Timeout again, Centennial.
Centennial kind of at that point right now where they got to manufacture some offense. They haven't scored any points for a while if they want to stay in this game because Dowling's starting to click, and it's not just Caitlin Clark now. Last couple possessions, it's been someone else.
You know, as we move forward, Andy, looking at Class 5A, we did talk about it a little bit, the rankings that came out yesterday. City High, number 1, Dowling 2, Cedar Rapids Prairie 3, Johnston 4, Waukee, Polk, Cedar Falls, and then Waterloo West. Centennial ranked 13, tied with an 8-8 mark, Ames at 12, Centennial 13. So, say it's top 8 at state. It would be City High versus West, Cedar Falls against Dowling, Polk, Prairie, Johnston, Waukee. Johnson, Waukee, Polk, Prairie. The team that I don't know anything about, and I'm going to have to fairly soon, is Cedar Rapids Prairie.
I just know
I know what I've read. They have a couple of Division I players. They've been scoring a lot of points. But that's the question I get from this side of the state when coaches ask me, what do you know about Prairie? And we're now getting to that point where people are starting to care about the others in the state. 3 on the way for Lizzie Strom is good.
Earlier in the game, Strom passed up quite a few of those opportunities, but this time in rhythm hits just her 4th three-pointer of the season.
Rebound, Strom. Here comes Cleo Murray for 2. 5-0 run for the Jags.
Throughout the year, Strom has provided a couple sparks off the bench for Centennial, and tonight does it right there. Really direct result of 5 points is Lizzie Strom.
And now it's a 4-point game for the Maroons. Lexi Bowles, turnaround shot's no good. They're going to say it was tipped off of Centennial. Glad to have you back with us. We do know we've been having some in and out. Just keep hitting refresh. Andy and I, here's the thing. If you haven't figured this out over the years we've done games, Andy, we'll keep talking whether there's a microphone or anybody listening anyway, including each other.
I'll talk to myself. I'll call my fish. I will talk to whoever.
Caitlin Clark creates 3. Good!
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication on defense, and as soon as there was, Caitlin Clark with a quick release caught the defense in a switch. When she came off the screen, Runchie was right there and then went to go cover somebody else. Burns not quite there at the same time, and that's all the space that Caitlin Clark needs to score.
You know, discussions with her about how is this game going to translate to Division I and the Big Ten. I think she's going to be just fine.
Oh, she will be absolutely fine.
Burns. Strom. Boy, she's feeling it. I don't know why you give that up. Robbins says, I'll try, and hit!
It's probably one of the hottest shooting nights Centennial's had this season, save for the Johnston game. Bella Robbins hit one, Strom's hit one. They're gals that can hit them, but just not something they do a lot of.
The lead is 4. Moore.
Strom almost had a hand on that.
Bowles, top of the key, catches, lays it in.
Robin went for the steal, and as soon as she did, there was just nobody left. Bowles was ready for her to throw down with a two-handed dunk.
Bowles came over from Joaquin mid-year last year. Brothers had been football players, offensive linemen. Clark blocks the three-point attempt by Strom. She goes the other way, misses the left-handed shot. She went under the rim.
She was expecting a bunch of contact, and Strom just got a little bit of basketball.
Street 1 and 1 more. And I mean steps.
Street used a couple long steps to get around the defender. Nice job switching over to the left hand.
Street's first points of the game.
As this game goes on, you feel a little bit more of a playoff feel to this type of game. You just feel a little more excitement, a little more tension in this gym right now.
This is not an 8-8, 14-2 game. These are two even teams right now. Stolen away, Lizzie Strom. 2 seconds, 1, she's got to shoot. She gets it off, no good. Boy, I thought that thing was going to go. 4-point advantage remains for the Maroons. The final quarter when we return.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. It's kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
People drive to Indianola to buy new Fords. During the final 19 model year closeout at Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. Up to $14,000 off MSRP. New Ford F-150 Crew Cab XLTs. Up to $14,500 off MSRP. New Expeditions. Final 19 model year closeout at Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. Up to $9,000 off new Edges. And up to $7,000 off new Escapes. $14,000 off new F-150s. Don't miss it. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Number 1, Ella McVeigh.
We talk about this all the time with Dowling. Who will come up other than Caitlin Clark? Clark is still under her average of 34. She's got 26.
She'll get her average.
Bowles with 6 is her average. Gaber averages 9. She's at 6. Only 2 points for McVeigh. And we haven't seen anything. And it's going to be a turnover to start. 5-second call on McVeigh. Quarter 4, Paul Yeager, Andy Pollock, sorry. Centennial, the home team, they trail by 4 to the visiting road team, Dowling Catholic, the number 2 team in Class 5A. And Centennial 13th ranked in the latest Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union rankings, which came out yesterday.
Well, they got the matchup they want if they get it down to Pippett right now.
Pass trying to get it into Strom. So Lizzie Strom, I don't even have her average written down. She's at 7, but it's a big 7.
No doubt her points have come at huge times. She's averages 3.5. She also, though, when they went to overtime with Johnston this year, she had a great night.
Boy, Murray had one chance, then she got the rebound and almost got Tong to foul her. Back door, they go to Pippett for 2.
Tuesday night against Waukee, Centennial, really struggled with those entry passes. They were always way too long or way too short. This time they found that Goldilocks just right to get the ball down low.
Clark's pass is intercepted. They go up ahead, Street, 2-on-1. Street converts. No good. Tipped to Nai Tong. And the Maroons hold on their side of the court. Clark takes the challenge. She's fouled before the shot. And we got a long way to go to free throws in this quarter.
Yeah, the referee's been letting a lot of stuff go tonight, which is okay. It makes for a fast-paced game, and after some of the games we've had this year, that's a welcome relief.
We still have a boys' game, Andy. Watch what you say. Clark puts it on the floor, makes some space, and 2 more. She's at 28.
That quick little pump fake, and she's such a mismatch wherever she is on the court.
Murray, the floater, blocked. Rebound, Gipple.
I think Tong got a hand on it.
Yep, I think so. So not a rebound, turnover. Clark is fouled again, hits the floor hard, and then bounces right back up.
Clark's been on the floor a bunch tonight. When she's fouled hard, but you've also seen her on the floor going after steals, creating jump balls, a little bit of everything.
Meg Burns comes in, and Kristen Meyer takes a timeout. 4-point advantage still being held by the Dowling Catholic Maroons.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me. Because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules. They're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit Iowa Radiology, schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. It's cold outside, and that means it's fireplace season. And you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Irvindale.
That'd be great.
4-point advantage for the Maroons. Nai Tong gets the inbounds pass at the top of the key. 6 minutes, 9 seconds to go in this regular season conference matchup. Clark high off the glass tip. Jackie Pippett corrals. And the Jaguars can cut it.
You know, Burns, she fouled Caitlin Clark there, but as Clark went up, she stayed straight up, and it was just a little bit of a hip and threw her off balance. Nothing called.
Burns catches, releases, and splash down.
There's that rhythm for Meg Burns that we talked about. Catch and shoot. Those long arms by her, another couple feet towards the basket.
The lead is 1. I was going to say right before Clark in transition, no good. McVeigh chases it down in the corner. They get it to Tong. Pippett has it. She gets rid of it. Meg Burns, prior to that 3, only had 4 points. You get the sense Burns is going to get some points in this fourth quarter, and she starts it out with a 3, cuts the lead to 1.
Really seen her grow as not just a scorer and a defender, but a leader of this team, especially as things have been difficult here the last couple weeks.
Runchie is caught almost at a 5-second call. Clark and Robin posting up low, tipped away, and it's going to go off of Meg Burns. Defense there, Grace Gaber.
Yeah, Gaber created that because I think it looked like she was going to tip it. She got a hand in there. Big stop right there for Dowling.
Clark goes out presumably for a short breather.
It won't be long.
Inbounds, wow, just like that. Gipple had nowhere to go. She had no idea Murray had come up. The pass for Bowles, too much, and it's going to be on the baseline. Turnover. Back to Centennial, and Andy, the Jaguars can take the lead.
Yeah, it's just too long a pass right there for Dowling from all the way across the court, trying to get it down to the corner. Very difficult. Yeah, Centennial just does not go away. They have not held a lead in this game tonight, but they've been so close and just continue to battle.
Murray drives baseline. Didn't even think to shoot. Pippett cuts. Back out to Burns. Burns, the floater, no good. Blocked by a combination of Bowles and Gipple. It'll be a jump ball. No, it'll be a foul.
Foul on Pippett, I believe.
On Jackie Pippett. Her second foul. Here's the thing, you know teams are going to be watching this game to see how did Centennial keep Dowling under this. On the season, the Maroons are averaging a fourth best in the entire state, 74 points a game. Jaguars nearly get the steal with Ellie Street. McVeigh with it. Gaber drives. Gipple pulls it back out.
That's what Dowling needs to do. Just get a play in the half court. Been playing a little bit too fast a pace these last couple possessions.
Every Maroon player is wearing a Jaguar jersey. There is so much defense going on by the ladies in white.
And away from the ball called on Street, but you're right, they are in their shorts.
I mean, they are honest. There is no space, and you can tell the frustration.
Yeah, there just haven't been many good looks for Dowling in this entire second half.
Street picks up her fourth foul.
She's been one of those playing excellent defense.
Catch and release. Two more, Meg Simplot.
And there's some great ball movement. You see no dribbling, just ball movement, 3 quick passes, easy layup.
3.5 to play. Murray for 3. That's off the mark and out of bounds.
Cleo Murray has not got too many good looks tonight, and that was a great one. They're not going to have too many more good looks like that in a close game like this.
Clark back into the game. I think she sat out all of 45 seconds.
And that might have been real time, not necessarily game time. Right. Whoa, Meg Burns just takes it right away.
And then a foul, Caitlin Clark right in front of the home or the visiting bench.
They're trying to do a handoff, and Meg Burns' long arms just goes right in there, and 6 hands on the basketball, and she comes out with it.
Only the second foul for Caitlin Clark. Lizzie Strom comes in. Jackie Pippett goes out. 3:15 to play. Jaguars have been within one a couple of times. Just haven't been able to score when they get that close.
Got a feeling a really big play is still coming in this game yet.
And now Clark is back to guarding Burns. Timeout.
I think Caitlin Clark's hurt. I think she's kind of gripping her back or hip a little bit right now, just not moving very well out there.
Jaguars down by 3. Maroons lead when we come back.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, fun, and memories for the love of the game. Shields.
Had a good
look, yep.
Coming in, just
Pheasants with it. Bowles is in there. Tong is on the bench. Clark comes to the rescue, but it's a timeout by the Maroons. So the Maroons, big game tomorrow. We talked about City High. I don't know how you would ever look past Centennial.
No, and I don't think that's
and I don't think that's the case.
I don't think that's the case at all tonight because, Centennial has the ability to sneak up on anybody wherever they are, and certainly the history of the program would suggest that you have to be ready for them whenever they play. But it's a matter tonight of just, especially early on, they weren't getting shots to fall, and now lately they're not really getting those shots. So it's been a case of, on the defensive side of the ball, Centennial's just been a step ahead, really, of everything that Dowling's been trying to do. So I still wait for Caitlin Clark to kind of take over the game. We haven't seen, she's really close to her average right now, and here she goes. But
with it.
Dominant hand.
Up. Give credit there.
I don't see Dowling in any hurry right now.
Front of the bench. 3-game losing streak. The 14-15 time in the Jaguar. Any guesses on who was on that team back then?
I'm going to try to think back to, was there a Tasha Vipon on that team?
There was a Tasha Vipon.
Probably had a
Jaylee Winters.
I was going to say a Winters girl on the team at that point.
As the free throw is good by Grace Gaber.
In fact, did they end up winning a state title that year after losing 3 early in the season?
Score!
Away.
The Better Business Bureau's pay for. Worries. See for yourself at bbb.org/.
Jaguars have been within 1 point 3 different times. They've never led in this game. Caitlin Bowles go.
For defense. All over the here.
Centennial gets to go. Just shoots. Fireball to Dowling. And Clark was going to let her do it. Contact under the basket. Coach DeYoung that.
Yeah, I just watch what he does to try to get open player and all the crews.
Is that anything? Is that any similar?
High motor. That's
good. That'll end the ball. Escapes with a 50.
Two very good teams tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
A 16th fourth quarter. 8 and 9. The Jaguars will play East on Tuesday. Still play at Ankeny next Friday night. The Maroons will be tomorrow. City, Urbandale, and Anger tomorrow. They'll worry about that now. Caitlin Clark finishes with 31 points tonight, under her average.
Isn't that crazy? 31 points, under her average.
Under her average, but good game, Noah, nonetheless. For Caitlin Clark, her 31, 4 for Ella McVeigh. Makes Simplot for 2, Gaber for 10, 8 Lexi Bowles.
I thought Bowles was a really key player tonight for Dowling. She altered a lot of shots on the defensive end. You saw her get some rebounds, and we had an assist out there, a couple assists, and just a couple of times she was in the right spot, and that's off the bench. It's a really nice spark for the Maroons.
And Centennial, Bella Robin tonight, 7, 6 for Runchie, 2 for Ellie Street, 9 Jackie Pippett, 7 Lizzie Strom, 5 Cleo Murray, Meg Burns with 10. A pretty much average scoring night for Centennial, with your leading score being 10 for Meg Burns, and she scored 6 of those in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they were, they stuck right with them. I thought Centennial defended so well tonight, caused some issues for the Maroons on the offensive end, and as Coach DeYoung has said for the last couple weeks, they're so close, keeps waiting for this team to take the next step. They took another step forward tonight, but just not quite able to get over that hurdle.
We're going to hold it here for just a moment because I believe what's happening is a presentation to Coach Bob Fontana for Ankeny Centennial. He hit a milestone win on Tuesday night. And they want the band to...
Fun night for Coach Fontana. He did it in style, too, when they took out number 1 Joaquin. And a good night. I know Coach O'Connor, a lot of respect for him and some good friends out there as well.
400th career victory. Coach Fontana began his career in 1983 at Corwith Wesley LaBerre with his first win that came over Boone Valley Red Wing. Coach Fontana also served as a head basketball coach at Carlisle as well as Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Coach Fontana reached this milestone Friday, January 24, 2020 with a 78-7 win over number 1 ranked Joaquin. In recognition of this accomplishment, Director of Activities and Athletics Scott Jarvis presents Coach Fontana and his family with his 400th win basketball and a commemorative award. Please stand and recognize Coach Bob Fontana for his outstanding milestone in service to the Ankeny Centennial Boys basketball program. Congratulations.
He'll go in search of win number 401. When we come back in just a few minutes, we'll take a quick break and be back.
How many of those wins were
what? I thought now. Are we done? Are we off now?
Okay, gotcha. Still on or